How much have you been losing in boom 300? This is a question I have for you. How much have you been losing in crash 300? Then the question I want to ask is, how much do you want to lose more? After the update, we all know that there was an update that prompted a little changes in boom 300, that changed this narrative, that made everything to change in Forex, mostly on the Rev and the MT5, that changed a lot of things, the lot size and all the rest of them, making it impossible for some people to use their normal 0.5 to trade. Now it is 0.1, all the rest of them, making this 0.5 a very huge volatile that makes the market to be so fast that your counting can be practically impossible. Now I am ready to lose trade here, and I'm also ready to make profit in this place. Now look at this thing here. Now let's take a buy. A buy here is for a buy here is this move. Now let's check. This is 11:27. The new candle just opened in a seconds, from a seconds now, then making it to become a minute. It is 60 seconds that makes a minute. Now look at what you have using the lowest lot size in this thing. Now when this thing is counting within $1, I mean within one complete candle in 1 minute time frame, it becomes a very fast, and in fact I will say that it is the fastest of all that we are talking about. Look at it. This is 50 cents. Now even though that you are I don't know what to say this, in short, it is one of the most careful market that we should pay attention to these days, because if you don't know it, this boom and crash 300 can close your account no matter the size. When I mean no matter the size, in my training, as I was training some of my students, I warned them that they should be careful with this, and if possible they should leave, and which some of them have decided to delete this thing. They have decided to remove it from their charts so that they will be off. My one thing you should know, and one of the reason I'm making this video, is that I want you to be safe. Look at this thing. Just one candle that completed is already $1. So there are a few things you need to know about. I wish it can spike now so that you will see the one little spike and its consequences if you are scalping on crash 300. So look at it. It's already approaching this thing, and the funny part of it is that you don't have anything lower than this. This is the limit you can attend to. This is the limit. This is the smallest lot size, and it's becoming this so fast. Look at it. Nothing less, nothing more. The only thing you can have is 50. And now look at the issue. The issue is that some of you that have a small account, like $100, because in boom 500, in boom 300, $100 is now a small account because it's going to frustrate you. So, but there is one good thing about these things. But let's start from the negative side of it. Number one negative side of this thing is that if you don't have a huge account and you are trading crash 300, any entry you make that goes against your market will shake you. It must definitely touch your balance. Do you know that this good one is thank God it has spiked? Now look at this thing. Let's see. Do you see this is $6 minus the $2 that it have accumulated earlier? Did you see that? Minus the $2 it has accumulated earlier, and this is nothing, just a small spike, which if this thing should be in boom 300 and in boom 500, it's just going to be around 1 point something dollars. This is what this thing should be, or possibly if you're using a loss, even if you're using 50, a spike of this size should be around $2. But look at it, it landed into $6 whole. And remember that the spike is about $8 because it has already taken $2 and plus this 6 you have already, making it $8. So why should you be careful with this and if possibly avoid this thing is that it can make you to lose every kobo you have in your account. It can make you to lose every damn thing that you have been using, that you have been managing. This crash 300 can make you to step down from your $500 to $300 in a day. When I mean in a day, I mean in a day. Then this same crash 300 can also make you to be angry and suffer, and I mean you will have health challenge in a day. See, I know what I'm telling you. By the time you will now enter these things believing that it's going to work, mistakenly you opened like 2 positions and you added this thing. Let's assume you just added like $1, or possibly, because let's assume you just have like 500. Like when you have 500, the lowest lot size may be trading in your boom 500 or boom 1000 should be $1 or $1.50. Sometimes some will take with 2 when they are too sure. But those who know the rules and who are disciplined can also be taken like 20 cents, but they can go like 4 positions, which is 80 cents in total. So that 80 cents in total gives them a kind of minimal losses when the market goes against them and makes them to remain in the market. Now the question is, why must I use smaller size to trade? You need to use smaller size to trade. Why? Because when you are using a smaller size, the profit you're making may be too small to you, but it will make you to be constant in the market. It will make you to be constant in the market. When you are constant, it means that you will trade today, trade tomorrow, and trade next tomorrow. So when the market goes against you, you will be smiling. Now, what are the other dangers of trading crash 300? When you are not a professional trader, avoid crash 300. When I mean avoid crash 300 is that no matter how hard you try, look at the number. Do we have boom 1000, crash 1000? Look at this trend, look at the decimal, look at every single thing about it. They are so strong. When I mean so strong, they are so strong that it can move for a long period of time before the market will drop. But when it comes to this one now, is that it is on a reversal point, so it is dropping and dropping and dropping. But when it comes to boom 300 or thereabout, when it comes to crash 300, it makes a zigzag movement. When you want to drop, it drops almost continuously. At a stretch, one single spike it will drop. But the funny thing is that look at this, look at why it will be difficult for you to make money using this. Look at it. When you enter a trade from this angle, let me take this from this little thing you are seeing here. When you enter a trade from here, when you enter a trade from this very angle from here, you are thinking that the market will spike again. Before, when you are holding for this thing to happen, before this one will later drop, which later ended here, you have already accumulated yourself around 7 to 8 US dollars losses, which you are not too sure when the market will pull back. But believe me, if this thing is boom 1000, you can even allow it to get here, since you know that it will be around $7, $8, which you are sure. But one spike that will come will bring you this thing. But before this thing will get here, you already have like $16, $17. By so doing, check your health, check your heart, check how you are feeling inside, check how angry you are. When somebody walks into the room or walks into your house, you become so angry. And nobody knows that it is as a result of where your eyes is. It's as a result of what you are doing in your screen. You know? So these are how painful it is. This is how painful it is. Now, what are the benefits of boom 300 and crash 300? One, it helps you to make money so quick. It helps you to regain your account if you can get the positive entry point. It can help you to fish out some of the opportunities. Imagine how lucky you will be when you place a trade and you are still running to this place. Imagine what that means. Imagine how happy you will be that day. Imagine how glorious that day will look to you. Imagine how your account will be smiling. Just imagine when this thing is this fast, when you can accumulate those things inside your pocket. You can imagine how that day will look like. But the question is, what if it didn't happen that way? What if it goes against you? What will you do? The same way the joy will have come is the same way the anger will come. The anger will come. Alright? Now, imagine when you placed a trade, immediately you placed here, the market started dropping and later landed you to this place. Think of how huge it will look like. See, that I am a content creator doesn't mean that I should pay attention for only for people to watch videos. No. I don't know how to explain this thing. In as much as I know and I'm sure that people are going to apply what I'm giving out, I am always too careful. See, it is true that we watch videos on YouTube, and don't forget that in as much as we have viewers around the world, in as much as you yourself, maybe you have not subscribed to this channel because maybe what we are giving out, you see it as a garbage, or that we are only interested in viewers, just bear this in mind, that there are people who are what they are today in the FOREX world because of the videos we drop. At least I've come in contact with at least not less than 10, 20, 50, 30, over 100 persons that they know nothing about FOREX, but they started watching my videos and they are making some cash today. So, not about the views. Why am I pouring my heart to say this? Is that when you entered into these things and you start applying those things, like the last video I made before this one, I told us the consequences of trading using volatility strategy to trade on boom and crash, how painful it's going to be. So now when you are trading with crash 300 and you are not that careful, you relax the same way you relaxed on your boom 500, you relax on the same way you relax on, okay, let's just take this thing as an example. This is boom 500. Let me place a trade on the Skyping, the same volatility with the same lot size. The same lot size, please. Mind you, the same lot size here. And I want to take Excel. This is Excel. The market is selling now. It's counting. Now, this is 11:38. And let me go to boom 300. Okay, let me go to crash 300. Let me take a buy, which is the same Skyping. I'm Skyping on boom. I'm Skyping on crash 300. I'm Skyping on boom 500. Let's see how it goes. Please keep your eyes on those things. This is where your eyes should be. Let's see. Remember that this one started earlier before this one. Look at what is going to happen. Did you see it? Instantly, the same lot size. But look at how it's fast moving. Look at how it is speedily moving. This is how you'll be making your profits when you are doing your Skyping. This is how the money will be dropping instantly. You may be saying, GDFX, does that mean that you don't like money? I like money. But I have come to realize that majority of people on YouTube who are watching videos on YouTube, majority of them are newbies. Majority of them are trying to make money. Majority of them are those with low, at least the lowest money you can ever think of in forex trading. Some of them have as low as $10, low as $5, low as $30, low as $50. And I must let you know this thing, that even if you have $500 in your account, you should also be very, very careful. Because $500 is not a capital that can never, then you can say it's unblowable. No, you can blow $500. I'm sure. I have heard of someone who I was mentoring. I instructed him to use his demo account, which he was doing. But he now showed me the account he was using the week before we started the mentorship. I saw that this guy deposited, the transfer he made from his Tenerife to this place was about 1,500, and that then the only thing in his account was nothing less than 89. That was the only thing left, $89. I asked him, did you withdraw money? He said no. Then I came to realize that the lot size, and I asked him to send his this thing to me, his history. I asked him to be changing the date and all those things. I find out that the lot size he was using, sometimes he will be using a lot size of $10. Sometimes he'll be using a lot size of $5. Those Haiti lot size that will be giving him money, and he know nothing about Spike. The only thing he knows is how to do Skyping. And I keep saying this thing, if you don't have this knowledge that you required, though that even when you pay for mentorship, there is a need for you to be practicing, but there is a need so that someone will guide you, so that someone will put you through, so that someone will place you in a direction that you will, at least you will take instructions and not come on. So be careful with boom 500 and boom 300 and crash 300, because they can be so volatile. Look at it. Even though that this one just spiked, even though that crash 500 spiked, but always be careful. When I mean being careful, I mean be full careful, because what may happen, what may be coming, what you may be experiencing may be so bitter that you may not endure it. You may watch your account go down in a day. Talk of those who have $50. Those things are just a minute something now. Those things are just a minute something. Can you see it? Can you see what is happening? The faster it goes, the faster it grows down. Look at it. So if this is the market that you are running now, what is your profit? And you will not be too fast to close it. Look at where I entered my trade. You know why I relaxed? Because those things are nothing to me. Look at where I entered my trade, but it never crossed this line again. So let's assume you are hoping that you to cross back from this angle so that you will start making profit, because they are too volatile. So when should I trade boom and crash 300 and start making profit? Number one, work with breakout point. What do I mean by breakout point? Apply this simple thing I'm about to show you now. It can also help you. It can also be of a great help to you. When I mean great help, it can also be of a great, when I mean help, solid help to you. Very powerful one. It can also be of a great help to you. You can use something like this to detect a total change. Whenever the market crosses below like this, whenever the market crosses below from this angle, look at here, as long as the market crosses and reverse and change the direction to this place, you know that something is coming. But you know, oh, good one, I love this spike. Look at this thing, look at this one, look at this thing. Let me show you how much you'll be losing in such a costly mistake. Did you see it? Did you see it? This one is how much? Did you see it? Did you see how painful this thing can? Did you see it? Did you see it? Check it. Almost $30 in a stretch, unapologetically. Can you see it? Then the funny part of it is that you will not know when this thing is coming. You will not know when this thing is coming. Then you said, okay, since it has spiked and it's not time for it to retrace. I mean, it has spiked, so this time it will cross here and continue. Look at the end of it. So how much do you have in your account that this market will come from this angle, and you are still waiting for it to come over to this place so that you close with profit? Do you see that you may not take it? And if you visit your higher time frame, it will interest you to know that this is a continuation. So this is one thing I am begging you of, please. How do you trade boom 500 and boom 300 and be consistent in making profit. Trade nothing like strategy apart from applying the strategy of breakout. That is the only thing that is working in crash 300. Hey, GDFS, what did you say? I said that if you want to start making money, on boom and crash 300, trade nothing than breakouts. And before you trade boom and crash, make sure you have enough capital. Don't ask me like how much. It depends on the knowledge that you have. Your $100 can, if you want to help yourself, delete crash 300. Grow your account. Because crash 300 is so catching. Crash 300 is so tempting. Crash 300 is so, they are so tempting that you when you see a spike in a little spike, when you set your market to catch a spike in boom 500, when you see a spike that gives you $3 or $4, you say, if this thing were to be in crash 300 by now, it will be $16. So you are so tempted to make that money from there, and while you are being tempted, there you are losing also. As painful as that can be, and also as profiting and benefiting it can also be. So nothing goes for nothing. So as you're planning to gain, that is how they're also planning to lose. So nothing goes for nothing. Everything you see has a price. And you're asking me, am I not concerned about those things? How can I be concerned? How much is it? How much is it? I have traded, even before I became what I am today, I have lost not less than $500 in a week. So seeing $30 or $20 gone is nothing to me. And there is no knowledge you have in this world that will make you not to lose. Anybody that is telling you that as it stands now that he can never lose any market, that is a pure lie. Because forex trading is a market of probability. Things happen in their way. Your only duty is to analyze and do what you call predictions. When your predictions are right, it works for you. When it is wrong, you close your trade. That is market. Then why do you need to learn? You need to learn so that you have a higher knowledge to stand in the gap of making good predictions. So that some guesswork you are doing, some off guesswork and those things, you reduce it. So that you will not know that this is the right way to do it. And even if your right way didn't work out rightly, you relax, knowing that it's a market of probability. So Bollinger Band is a very good tool that you can also use to fish out some changes. But notwithstanding, I will not, if you have other things you can use, apply it, but use Bollinger Band. Then there is this thing that can also help you. Use, what I'm talking about is when it comes to boom, crash 300. When it comes to crash 300, look at what I'm applying. Look at this thing. Look at what I'm applying in 1 hour time frame. Please follow this thing. In 1 hour time frame, look at what is happening here. Ever since the thing crossed below 50, it never showed up to go down, to go up as strong as it was before. So the thing you'll be using to trade in crash 300 is a high number period days of moving averages. So number one I applied here is moving average 50. The number 2 moving average I'll be applying, let me change the color so that you can see it visibly. Number 2 moving average I'll be applying to make this thing work is moving average 100. Let me change the color to white. Did you see these things? Moving average 100. Did you see it? So when you place a trade, when you watch the market that it has spiked and crossed below 50 moving average, did you see that the thing is still dropping? Did you see it? It's still dropping. Are you seeing it? Remember that I intentionally allow this thing to come to this point so that you'll be seeing what don't mind how I will recover those things. It's nothing to me, because the way I see that it will drop is the same way I can also see that I will make profit. So relax. You know, there is this something that is wrong in YouTube that people need to be mindful of. Don't be too fast to be deceived with the sources you are seeing in some accounts. I know that a lot will come after me after saying this. Don't be too fast to be deceived with the sources you are seeing. Nobody show you their failures. Nobody show you their weakness. They only show you their strength. They only show you their good news. They never share their bad news before. So, you know, the only thing we are good at is to show you how profitable it can be. And the more you try to make the same profit, it becomes so difficult for you to make at least half or 3/4 of what we are showing you online, making it impossible for you to do the same thing, but you are believing that you will take this thing from here. No wonder most of the people who believed to be the original, some of them are not telling us the reality. So please watch this video, help yourself. I will keep saying this thing, and I'm not afraid at all. You know, I'm not afraid, because he that keepeth Israel does not sleep nor slumber. You know that? All right, so I'm not afraid to say this. So when I see those things, when I see those losses, I'm not afraid. And why am I not afraid? Because I know that I know that this is the trend. I know that this is the position of the market. I know that this is where the market should be going. So I have no right of anything. Don't mind that. Don't mind this thing here. I have checked the trend. It is going to drop. So this thing that you are seeing here means nothing to me. After doing this video and after this, I can also recover this money without much stress. You know why? Because it's possible. So when you enter your trade, when you see that the markets have crossed below this place, you have opportunity. Remember that market will always test the strength of the momentum. That is why when the market cross, this is the spike that crossed over to this place. This one come up and later pull back to this place. This is the last one. So which one are you to trade? This is the candle you should trade. This is the candle you should trade. So as this candle, as you trade it, the first place, then you have your moving average 100. The first place you should be taking your TP is immediately the market spiked and crossed this thing. That is your first TP. But if you have a good account, because of the fastness of this thing, because if you trade here and this thing is coming up like this, it can also wipe your account. You know, it can also come here and take over the profit you have already made. So it's better for you to close as it's approaching this thing. Do you get that? And besides, when you see this small candle here, it will show you that because this candle here suffered in the 1 hour time, so it will show you that there is a problem in the upcoming market. So this one came up and started going this place, later dropped, which as long as it is boom crash 300, the amount you'll be seeing when it shifts to up, it will be higher. When it drops, you will regain it. So I don't know the heart you can use to hold for this thing, which you may not even hold to the point. So it's better for you to close and watch the drama to happen. So these are the simple things you can do. So without talking much on this very area, you can also add up one powerful something that will help you, which if you are not too careful sometimes, you may also make series of mistake. Why did I say that? Why do I have to say that? Because if you are not careful about these things, it may also deceive you. Look at those things. So MACD it has been always a good instrument to fish out wrong move. So but why must you be very, very careful with MACD? Because the histogram can be so confusing at times, so that when you see the changes, you can be able to follow it and get what you want. And to all my students all over the world, we shall be having our training on Friday. We shall be having our training on Friday. Yeah, check on our group, return to our group. If you are in my mentorship class and you are in my private class as a new student, and please chat me up on our Telegram so that I will know how to follow you up. I mean, if you have not received what you're supposed to receive in a day, so get back to me so that I will follow you up. Apply this little thing, just this little thing here you are seeing. can help you. Any change in histogram is a change in moving average, and any change from the upper side of the histogram from this place is a sign that the market is making a move here. Then from this place, as it turns down to this place, it's a sign that the market is coming down to this place. So that is how simple the market can be. How do you succeed in trading crash 300? Trade breakout. When I mean breakout, I mean breakout. Trade breakout. Trade breakout. Look for breakout point. Trade only breakout. Trade only breakout point. Any strategy you must apply are strategies that will give you crossover and a breakout. Once you see the crossover, then wait for a breakout. Trade. You will definitely be successful. But in case you don't have the capital that will carry it, please don't even bother. Don't be deceived with the fast and the quick money you'll be making. Look at it. Look at it. Are you seeing what I'm showing you? So don't be too fast with the quick money you'll be making. As it has started dropping, it will keep dropping. So if you decide to join immediately and say, since it is now dropping, let me now enter. What if you entered here and the thing refused to drop and you have only about $20? What will happen? You'll be closing, because this candle you are seeing here, oh, I didn't want this video to be that long. So this thing you are seeing here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, do you know how much it is? You're already out of the market. Come on. This thing is already in a downtrend. This thing is already spiking. But when you have this small account and you entered here, this one here is $1, $2, $3, $4. You already have $4 in your 60 distance, and you know you can't trade. Sometimes the market don't even accept, crash don't accept your capital in this, no equity in this side. So what happens when you trade with $50 and this thing is happening to you? Before you place it, before you close it, immediately you close it, it will spike. The money is gone. You are angry, you want to recover it, you place it again, it will start counting. Then when you count, the money is dropped. What I mean is $2, $3, $4 is going, leaving your capital immediately, leaving your equity straight in your watch, under your watch. As you watch, the market will be going smoothly. You are losing what you suffered for. Some of you in your country, a dollar is just like a very huge money. Like in some of our country here, a dollar is something that can buy you a cup of rice. So when you are losing those things, and some of you are so, I don't know what to say, that even the money you are using to trade and you are losing under the forum of Crash 300 is a borrowed money, because of greediness, because of, I call it selfishness, because of unprogrammed attitude. You are losing everything. So to avoid those things, as my family that I want to see tomorrow succeed and beyond, avoid Crash 300 and trade with any other thing. When you must have grown your account, you will definitely succeed. Please, I want you to succeed, and I want you to subscribe to my channel. Please, I beg you. We don't have any plans to deceive you, and we can never deceive you for any reason. If you paid me for mentorship and I blocked you, please comment on the section. Let the world know that I'm a scammer. I am not a scammer. I cannot do that. Nobody have ever paid me and never paid attention to. Do you get that? I cannot do those things. I must stand by your side. And to everyone that is calling you with my name, telling you that mentorship this, mentorship that, if you have not spoken with me on WhatsApp, if you have not discussed with me on my WhatsApp, and you are paying somebody, that is not GDF. I don't do investment program of any kind, and I don't have a paid signal group. So anybody telling you to pay for signal, that is not GDF. I don't have any paid signal group, and I don't do investment program. I don't do copy trade. I don't have any copy trade I do for people. That is not GDFS. So avoid them. And if you're looking for mentorship, for now, you can contact us. We can be of a great assistance to you if truly you are ready. Remember that mentorship is not free and can never be free. So when you are ready to do that, please contact us. We can also assist you. And please subscribe to our channel and recommend our videos to others that need attention. God bless you. GDFS signing out.